Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lea County sports and academics. Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rental, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lea County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Around here, we work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in life. And companies like Parker Energy, they're in our corner. Since 2006, they've delivered expert transport, pump truck, back truck, and disposal services. But more than that, they've supported us, our schools, our sports, our future. Thanks, Parker Energy, for showing up and believing in what we can do.
Eunice Municipal Schools is proud to serve their students and community every single day. From kindergarten to high school, Eunice Schools has stood strong, delivering quality education, building resilience, and shaping tomorrow's leaders. This year, Eunice Schools is focused on more growth, more learning, and more Eunice pride because Eunice is on the move and the schools aren't slowing down. To the students, families, staff, and the entire Eunice community, thank you for being a part of something special. Let's make this year one to remember.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Eunice as the Eunice Cardinals are getting ready to host the Jow Panthers. It's a blue versus red battle here in Cardinal Country. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners. We've got, of course, the guy we call the Thumb. He's got a long one. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. Ready for some Tuesday night baseball here in Eunice.
A Tuesday that feels like a Monday, but it's like really a Tuesday. And yep. And of course, we've got the man of many journeys, as we've got Recindo Caballero. Welcome, Recindo.
Hey, welcome back, guys. I'm glad to be here again. Sorry I've been gone, but
He's always got more important things than Eunice Cardinal sports to go take care
Talking
of.
about more excuses.
It's called the family.
It's called excuses.
It's called parole.
He had to serve his time Saturday. Couldn't come over
I had to
here.
do weekends. It was a long weekend. I had to take advantage of it.
Hey, and
you know
if you'll
what I'm
just drop that check off by my house later for letting you out, then we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
We needed some. I mean, Jimmy had to let you out. We needed some.
You were my lawyer, Charlie. You're the one who got me this stuff.
We needed some help.
That's right.
See me pulling weeds off that turf, huh?
Well, we're here for some Eunice Cardinal Jal Panther sports here. The Eunice Cardinals come into this game. They are the #1 ranked team in the state in max preps and in the latest coaches poll that just came out. The Jal Panthers, not so much. I believe they're 0-9 on the season. Their last game they played with not enough people on the field. And so just a rough season so far for the Panthers. I try to call it like I see it, and it leads me to believe that there's some sort of underlying issue because, we're playing some of these smaller towns that have 15, 20 kids on their bench, and Jal, who's, plays in the same division as we do in every other sport, is struggling to field a team. So
Look at the football team. They got like 40 on there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So got to be something going on. Not sure what it is. Not sure what the underlying issue is, but definitely got to be something going on that's, I don't know, causing some problems. So with that said.
It's called track over there, huh?
It could be.
Maybe.
It could be. I want to say they started golf again, and they've got golf going. I know there were several kids that whose
And they're
parents I've talked
powerlifting
to
over
said
there
they
as
were
well.
golfing. Yeah, they are powerlifting as well. In fact, I think their kids are at state right now
Correct.
doing that. And so, anyway, the Cardinals enter this game. They had one loss. It was the first game of the season. They played Kermit. They lost by one. I think it was 5-4 or 5-6. And in that game, the Cardinals were missing their basketball team. They lost by one. The following week, they played Kermit again and run-ruled them in a shortened game. And so that has been the only loss for this Cardinal team. Charlie and I just came back this weekend from Loving, where they faced a Loving team that's a solid team. They're a Final Four team from last year. In fact, they're not a Final Four team. They're a state championship game team
Correct, yes,
from
sir.
last year. And anyway, got most of their roster back, and the Cardinals just kind of ran away with it over there.
Yeah, they way ran away with it.
So for the Cardinals today, you've got Elijah Melanson making, for me at least, in games that we've covered, his first start of the year on the hill. I have seen him on the hill, but not as a starter, and so he'll be on the hill today. Moody will be leading off for Jal. He's a lefty, and we're ready to get started. So here we go with the first pitch, kicking and firing it, and there's a drive right at the shortstop.
Zamora.
And Zamora going to step in there and make the grab, and down goes Moody.
Make it look easy.
Yep. Yeah, Zamora.
One pitch, one out.
I had a gentleman talk to me this weekend at Omar and Lizette's, telling me that he used to coach him in travel ball. And anyway, he was asking me how he was doing, and funny that he just made that play. I said, man, the kid's got a glove.
Yes, he does.
Not much gets by him, and probably I'll say that and I'll jinx him. But
his first error of the year, Jimmy Jones. Thank you very much, Jimmy Jones.
Appreciate all that.
That error was brought to you by Jimmy Jones.
So this is Helmer that's up here next, and he's going to swing and miss at that one for strike two. So 0-2 already to Helmer. The first couple of batters for this Panther team look young.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very
so
young.
Melanson on the hill. Last year, I would say he was probably top two for sure pitchers on the team, and that one's right down the middle, and down goes Helmer on the strikeout.
That's his first K.
And, this year they've not had to use him much. Man, the pitchers are just deep for this Cardinal team for sure. So coming up next will be Sauceda.
So if you had put Melanson in the spot, would he be number 3 right now, the pitchers?
Probably somewhere in that.
Somewhere
but,
up in
I
the
mean,
top.
who knows?
One thing we got is plenty of pitching.
Yeah, he's in the top 5 for sure, but.
And there's a
Sauceda's
drive
the
into
pitcher.
right field. Coming up, making the grab.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
man,
that.
he was going to throw at the first baseman.
He had him.
Yes.
He had him if he would have threw it the first.
Yeah, we saw that at the at the Cardinal Classic a couple of times is Salcedo with a nice single there, goes opposite field. And we saw that in the Cardinal Classic a couple of times. Balls hit to right field, and right fielder come up throwing. And that's Hasiel that's out there in right field today.
Mr. Hasiel, yeah.
So Miss Boyd says that powerlifting state is this weekend. Boys on Friday, girls on Saturday. And there's a chopper towards second. Gallego's going to scoop it, make the throw over to first, and down they go. And so Butts goes down on the ground out, and that'll get the Cardinals out of the top of the first as we move to the bottom of the first. Eunice Jal tied up at 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Eunice. I got a message earlier from Ginger saying that Big Rob would not be playing today. And so
we'll miss you, Big Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he was ill. Yeah, he's out sick.
Okay, he's not injured. He's just sick.
No, yeah, just sick. Should be back Thursday, she said. So Big Rob is setting out today. We also got an update here from Miss Lacey next door that said that coming into today, Melanson had only thrown 17 pitches all season. So this is definitely his starting debut and whatnot. And once again, probably maybe the best pitcher we had last year, definitely top 2. And this year it's just the depth of our pitching. And it's not that we've got a ton of new ones, because we do have one or two new ones, but a lot of those kids like Wilson have just developed and gotten better.
Well, and they worked during the summer too.
Yes.
I know Tyler had some
pitching camps and things.
Like that.
Yeah, the Gallegos kid, you know, I mean, last year as an 8th grader up here playing second base, and now he can jump over there and
finish a game.
Yeah, oh man, he may be a
closer.
For sure, for sure.
Because we've seen him in the Cardinal Classic a couple of games coming to close him out.
Yeah, he's pitched probably 4 or 5 games that I've called where he's jumped out there a couple innings here and just takes care of business.
That's what you need, a little middle reliever. Kind of.
Yeah,
give your forces a good rest.
For sure. And I don't know how the 7th, 8th grade right now looks, if we've got some of that same kind of stuff as like Gallegos and Brito and Wilson, some of those kids. I don't know if we've got some of those coming up in those next few grade levels or not.
We have one that I don't know. He's already on the David kid.
Oh,
he's pretty good. He's a pitcher as well.
Okay.
Well, we do have a good trainer, pitcher trainer for sure.
Oh, that is true.
You know what I mean? I mean, he can develop them as they come up.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. So on the hill for the Panthers is Salcedo, the young man that just got a single. And so he's a lefty throwing a ball there, and they throw that one down to second. It goes into center, but they scoop it back up and get it back in. So should be interesting. Coaching for the Cardinals today, you've got the man himself, Jorge Aldeveros. He's number 1 in our hearts.
Manager debut today.
Isaac Morales comes to the plate. He'll lead the Cardinals off. The catcher for this Cardinal team as he steps in there ready to go. Here comes the first pitch, and it's going to be low and outside for ball number 1.
And Charlie, if you want to, Coach Ontiveros over here in the first base box.
Yep.
With his arms crossed, kind of a little nervous, I bet you.
Yeah, making his debut. As Morales steps back in there. We got a 1-man ump crew today, as that one's going to be low and inside. Looked like it hit the ump in his shin, so I'm hoping he had them pads on, because he just stood there and took it like a man.
Who's over on the?
That's JP over there.
So he's back.
I'm assuming he's over there
He's
scrolling.
out there. If not, somebody else that we don't know.
Yep. They've got
Hey,
a
looks like
clone.
JP.
Got a look-alike.
Well, I thought it looked like him, but I was
There's
like,
a high fly ball into center field. He hit it solid, going way back, and it's going to go over the head of the center fielder all the way to the wall. He was strolling. I thought it was going to be easily caught, and sliding into third is Zamora with a triple. I thought.
I believe that's
Morales. I'm sorry. I said.
It's very similar with those white gloves
Yeah,
on.
no, I knew it was Morales. I said it, but out of my brain and working. I thought the outfielder was going to easily make the catches.
The way he was
just
tracking it,
strolling.
right? Yeah, the way he was
just
tracking
tracking
it.
and strolling.
that wind's
And then
kinda-
the ball was over his head.
well, the wind's a little whipping out there a little bit, so it might have threw him off.
Whipping.
That ball
that
whipped
whoop-
him.
It's whooping
Yeah,
that
yeah.
flag.
And De Leon steps up there. Young man leads this team in homers on the year. He's got no outs and a man in Morales with some speed standing on third.
Pass ball, I bet you he scores.
And De Leon has been a beast at the plate so far this year as he steps up there ready, and there's that pitch, and it's going to be outside
He
for
wanted it,
ball
huh?
2. Yep, he did.
Talking about a pass ball now, Loving, there's like 40 feet behind the plate.
There's a lot of space in the foul territories for Loving. And here comes that next pitch. Winding up is Saucedo. Here comes the pitch. That was going to be low and inside for ball 3. So 3-0 to De Leon.
Anything close, give him the green light, right?
Yep. So De Leon stepping back in there. Ready. 3-0 is the count. Man on third is Morales. Here comes the pitch, and it's going to be way outside. And so De Leon is going to walk. And now runners on the corners will bring up Gallegos. Young man batting around 700 last time I looked. Let me see if they've got him updated here.
He's going to lay a little bunt down right here.
It's very possible, but he also puts the ball in
He
play,
plays,
so
yes,
I
sir, he
don't know if
does.
I would do that, but they might.
Why waste the bat, right?
Yeah, I might just let him step up there and swing the bat.
Well, Ford, De Leon just stole that base.
So just need something to hit.
Yeah, so Gallegos is batting .560 right now as his batting average today. He's got a .711 on-base percentage.
7-11, huh?
Yeah, time for a big gulp. And so big lead by De Leon out there at second,
Nobody
too.
holding him on, right?
Here comes the pitch. De Leon is halfway to third. He's just standing out there.
He's like, Morales goes, I'm at third, he said.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Next week, multiple track meets. The middle school is Monday or Tuesday?
The 13th.
Monday or Tuesday and Monday. And then the high school is Friday. Is that pitch going to be in there for a late called strike? So
I got to call a strike.
Yep.
I got to call a strike eventually.
His arm was getting stiff, right?
It's close enough.
Had to stretch it out there.
Be a strike.
And we'll shoot out or shout out to the radio station, and we'll see if we can make arrangements as long as both of you are available that day. We'll try to make arrangements to cover it. He called that a strike,
Yes, sir,
too.
he did.
So now we got a 2-2 count.
There's a high strike inside.
Yep.
High and inside for a strike, too.
So runners on second and third. This is the same official that ran JP off the other day, and JP standing down there, and there's a drive into left field. Gallegos definitely scores one. Here comes two. Gallegos going to make the turn at first, and so a 2 RBI single for Gallegos. So that'll bring up Ethan Wilson. Wilson,
hit us a home run, Wilson.
My AI image was made of him today with, it's funny because you describe what you want. You upload a picture and then you describe what you want.
Heat.
And I wanted one throwing the heat with a ball with a face on it screaming. And anyway,
what that was?
Yeah, when it came, it looked a little strange. And I even described the team that we were playing as Jal and their colors. And
it looked like he's punching with the ball, huh?
Well, he had a ball in each hand, and it said something else on his hat. I was like, man, what the heck? But it is what it is, man. And standing on third before they can even catch the ball is Gallegos, and so Wilson's up there with a 2-0 count. I tried to include our Wilson.
Yeah,
some other word would have came out, right?
That's right. So Wilson up there, no outs, runner on third. Cardinals lead 2-0 here
Ooh,
early.
that's the only ball.
As that is a 3-0 count. Man, yeah.
Yes, sir, you're correct.
So back in there's Wilson. Yeah, we'll try to see if the station will let us cover track next Friday. I think that would be neat. It was kind of neat when we did it last year. A lot of those track kids enjoyed that. And there's ball 4.
And last year was a district meet, correct? We did?
You know, I can't remember.
Because you interviewed Ms. Boyd after
Wasn't
the
it
meet.
the Wally Goodman that we did? Or
No.
I couldn't remember which. I
think it was a
think
district
we
meet.
messed with it maybe during the Goodman just a little bit.
Yes.
Just to see if it was going to work. And then we did it for the actual
District meet.
Yeah. So stepping up here is Luis Zamora, runners on the corners. There goes Wilson as he's going to be standing on second. And they just let him go. Just let her go. How's that song go? Let her cry. Let her cry.
Let it go.
The tears run down her face. Something like
We
that.
got two different songs going on.
Oh, yeah, I think we do too.
I
He's singing a 1970s song, and I'm singing Hootie and the
think I'm
Blowfish.
thinking something off of Frozen.
Yeah, I believe that probably is.
You know why? Because I'm frozen already.
I'm so hot over here. I don't know what's going on over there.
So 1 ball, no strikes here to Zamora. Zamora steps in there ready, and that pitch is going to be outside. 4 ball 2.
I think it's about 3.
Oh,
yeah.
I just say what's on the
Yes,
board.
sir.
So it's 3-0 now.
If the machine's frozen over there, right?
The machine froze up. It got a little cold over
She was
there.
making it warmer for me when the second ball came.
And that one's right down the
Ooh,
middle.
got a strike.
For
that what
strike
that was?
number 1. That one was right down the middle, like R-A-T.
And the Jowl crowd goes wild
Down.
because he got a strike.
So 3 balls and a
Set up.
strike. Here comes the next pitch. So I'll say they're going to rear back and let it go. It's hit hard
nice
toward
hit.
right field.
Nobody's
Right
seen it.
fielder
It's
trying
dropping.
to
It's
come
dropping.
up, trying to get there.
Did he
We
get
caught
it?
He dives.
Go back to second, bud.
Oh, what? Did he tag?
No, not on second.
Did this one tag?
I
Did he
think
tag
so.
on third?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Or if no, I would contest it if I was Jow, but they probably don't know better. There he is.
Yeah, they're going to throw it over there.
Oh, he called him safe.
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 Ooh.
Okay. All right.
We'll count it.
I was scared, but that's going to be a sack fly. And with an
Down.
RBI.
Gallegos. The guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yep. And so Serrano steps to the plate. A young man.
Our third baseman tonight.
Yep.
That's the first out of the inning, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
So
Yep.
1 out. Here comes the pitch. And that one's chopper down the third base line. Third baseman going to grab it. Now he's going to make the throw. He airmails it.
Way out
Touch-
there.
touch-
Serrano missed first. Now he comes back and gets first, and Wilson going to stroll on home. And so
That would have been a collision if you were running the first baseman over there.
Yep. Yep. So still with 1 out here. Runner on first.
The designated hitter, right? It's
That'll
Misa?
be Misa.
Misa Brito.
Misa.
Misa.
Yeah, so Miss
Yeah.
Boyd says last year we did that special qualifier that they hosted on Monday
Okay.
and then the district meet on Friday. And strolling into second will be Serrano as he's still second.
Oh, they
And
all
they called
back.
a strike.
They did?
Yeah.
So Misa going to step
Oh,
back
no.
in there.
Ball. Never mind.
So it was a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Misa. Here goes Serrano as he's going to head on over to third. Now
Try to
he's
hit him
gonna
with the
get
ball.
down, and that ball goes
Come
into
on
left
in,
field.
son. Come
He
on
can
in.
walk in because the fielders has shifted.
Why was the
They shifted over because of the left-handed batter.
wow?
There's a big gap over here.
Yeah. So Serrano scores easily on the pass ball that was thrown out to left field. The closest left fielder was over in center field.
For the
He's
5th
over.
run.
Yeah.
Most of that field was Toby.
Wow. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Eddie's in-laws out there in the white building. So,
No, bro.
wow. All right, so it's 5-0, and there's a strike called to Misa. So 2-1 now to Misa. 1 out.
Gunshots out there.
Bless you.
Some kind of noise over. Sound like a horn.
Was
huh?
it a sneeze?
I thought we had a band.
The mariachi showed up.
And that one's going to be low and
He's
outside.
going. He's going. Oh, nobody's
It's
there.
going to roll back to the turf, and that'll make it 3 balls and a strike here. So Misa steps back up. He's got a 3-ball, 1-strike count. And
He said, "Give me something to hit, dude."
it's going to be an interesting one here in the first inning. 5-0 is your score, like the police. 5-0. That's the sound of the police.
Got another strike.
Set up.
Got him into a full count.
Yep. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 3-2-1. That usually equals
Contact.
Artemis contact. Speaking of Artemis, all the pictures of the moon and
I'm
whatnot.
talking about how
kinda
the
cool.
guy's really close. 4,000
That was
miles
right
away.
down the
Dude, let it
middle.
go.
And he stood there and took it, and so
Let it
down
go.
goes Misa.
Let it go.
Just let her cry. So Saucedo.
Yeah, they said they got real close to the moon, and I was like, man, I wonder how close they got. 4,000 miles. I guess that's pretty close.
Yeah, that's
I
pretty
don't know.
close.
This is Baeza batting.
So Baeza comes up.
Swing and a miss for strike number 1.
Our left fielder today.
Yes, sir.
Wadon. Speaking of Adon Baeza, Lavelle Insurance. Lavelle Insurance with deep ties to the Jow community.
And Eunice, too. Right?
Yep. Well, yeah, now, but yeah,
I think it originated in Jowell.
there you go.
Yeah, they did.
Yep.
And then they got the office in Hobbs. Oh, Randy Hobbs, speaking of Hobbs.
Yep. And this young man right here's great uncle,
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Hector. Is
Oh,
that-
come on, brother.
Wow.
I know your back hurts, but good Lord, that's a horrible call.
It's 1 ball, 2
Right,
strikes
you
here.
got to give it a ride, son.
Got to protect the plate.
And 2 outs in a 5-0 ball game here in the first. Here comes the pitch. It's hit
There you
hard
go.
into left. And so Baeza will stroll over to first with a nice single.
I'll take it.
That single was brought to you by Lavelle Insurance.
And that cough was brought to you by Eunice
Eunice
Clinic.
Health Clinic. Get on down and get you a shot, a little steroided shot so you can get rid of that cough.
It's called the Charlie
That's
cough.
what I'm talking about.
Charlie horse cough.
I wasn't going to call him a
Horse what?
He's more like a mule, ain't he?
What'd you say?
A horse cough.
Oh,
Oh, we tried to
and
pick
they
him off
got
the first.
Baeza in a, well, no.
No.
Baeza's a little too
Baeza
fast,
had
bud.
them in a pickle. I was fixing to say they've got Baeza in a pickle, but it was the other way around. So Baeza had a big lead. They throw over to him at first. He just takes off running and
There you go.
easily slides into second. So here comes the pitch, and there
He's
goes
gonna keep on
Baeza.
going.
Oh, that's
They're gonna throw it
interference by
down
the batter,
toward
ain't it?
third.
And you still got
And
there.
so Baeza now standing on third base.
So when you think about third inning, they'll start stealing home. And
Oh, they
everything.
called him out.
Yes, because
So they
interference
did.
by the batter.
What?
Because the batter stepped out of the box, and
Into
he's
the-
supposed to
the
stay in the
line.
box. Yes,
Yep.
sir. He's supposed to stay in the box when the catcher's trying to attempt to throw the
So
ball.
here comes Jorge. Let's see if we can get Jorge tossed. So every other coach has got tossed in the last few games. Here comes Jorge. He's
Oh.
gonna.
Oh, boys, I will toss you. We're good at tossing.
He's explaining to him out there.
Yeah.
So the batter was out,
It was interference by the batter when the catcher started to throw the ball at third.
and so he's out.
So the runner going to third was automatically out, according to this
So
umpire.
what I'm asking is, does he come up to bat again? ICL?
I think he does. Don't quote me on that, but I think he does.
They're still here having a debate. So
They're
you've got
bumping chests
Jorge
now, huh?
standing there at the home plate having a debate and a discussion with the umpire. And so Jorge seemed to shake his head, yeah, and heads on over to the
Like, yeah.
dugout.
He's
So
like, I don't want to get kicked
after a
out.
lengthy discussion,
You're like
we,
those young kids. Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
we hadn't had much success the last.
Yeah, I
few
think we'll just
games
leave it
with-
alone for a minute.
We'll keep it here. Shout out to some of these sponsors: Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Public Schools, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, NMR Pipeline LLC, Outlaw Grill, Guns Up Services, Thomas Welding, Eunice Wrecker, Redbird Garage, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, the City of Eunice, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Health Clinic, IPS Incorporated, NMJC, New Mexico Junior College, Lavelle Insurance, and the Burrito Beast. Charlie's missing out. He hadn't got over and
Tell
got
me, I
him a
still
Burrito
haven't.
Beast.
I need to get over there.
He's got all these excuses. He drives all the way to Lubbock and spends
Look,
several $100
Dollars.
on some
I'm
sushi.
telling
At
you.
a burger
But
joint.
you got Burrito Beast over there. You got to get over
I
and get
think
you
he has
some.
to drive,
But I
but
could
you can go
probably-
by there to go to Seminole. You know
I
that,
could
right?
probably get one and feed like 3 people with
Oh
it.
yeah, they're
You know?
big. They're big monster burritos. That is for sure. So get on over there, get you one of those. The Cardinals here with the early lead, 5-0 as we move into the top of the second. Batting for Jow will be Ramirez as he's over there taking him a few practice swings.
He's a right fielder tonight, correct?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Yeah, you know, I look at this roster and just a lot of the names that we call in every other sport are not on it.
Right.
I mean, it's just, it has me scratching my head going, what's going on?
They don't want to play baseball.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They're running track and lifting weights, bud.
Maybe so.
Yeah, but you lift weights, you can hit that ball harder, man. They could do a little of both.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Look
definitely.
at Barry Bonds. That arm's hot. He's big
He was
around
on
as
the
my
juice.
leg.
I don't think you should look at him, kids.
Bad example. He was
What, the
Mark
Kool-Aid?
McGuire, another bad example, bud.
He was drinking the Kool-Aid or what? He said juice.
Pete Rose, well, he was gambling. All right.
There's not that many good examples, boys.
Well, you know, if Pete Rose was here today, they wouldn't even do anything to him because look at all the gambling everybody does now.
No, it's not them. It's their managers who gamble.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes, sir. Because gambling is illegal in baseball, if I'm not mistaken.
I never agreed with a lifetime suspension for Pete Rose.
Oh no, I don't agree with it either. But
They set the example with them. That's what they did. Poor
yeah.
guy.
So here comes Ramirez to the plate. The ump's gonna put his little hat back on.
Troll back on.
Yeah.
Roll over. Got his Harley Davidson helmet on there.
It was Angels vest on, right?
He's going to kneel down there, and here we go. Morales behind home plate for the Cardinals. Melanson going to kick and fire one toward home, and it's a breaking ball for strike number 1.
Look at our center fielder. He's playing like right behind second base.
Yeah, he's about 10 steps off the dirt.
He must be really fast.
Don't have a confidence in the battery. Is that what it is?
Oh,
Yeah, that's De Leon. Is that who's out there? And there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. You've got Wilson on first, Gallegos on second, Zamora at short, and over on third you've got Serrano.
that is Julian in center field.
Haciel over in right field. Julian De Leon out in center, and then Adan out in left. And so down goes Ramirez on 3 straight pitches, so he goes down to the strikeout.
Coach said, hit the ball. He said, what ball?
So 2 strikeouts here, and coming up next will be Salinas. This
That was
bumper
in unison.
was pulled off by the bus of Salinas, and he's up to the plate. Here's that first pitch. It's right
Ooh,
down the
looked
inside corner for strike number 1.
That's a classic movie, isn't it?
It is. It is. Even if you're a gringo like me,
Yeah.
you watch that one.
You watch it just because of the concert.
Yep. Out there doing my little itty bitty bumba dance, you know.
You're in the shower singing, Como
Yep.
la flor.
That's right.
You got soap on your head. Como la flor. It's amazing you know it.
All right, 0-2. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's low and outside for a ball.
That's the first ball of the game, huh?
All right. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I thought you were going to chance with Charlie over there.
I was going to grab him and spin him around a couple
He
times.
looks a little hot over there right now.
I doubt he's hot.
Nope. I'm just right.
Here comes the next pitch, and that one's right down the inside corner, and down he goes. And so the third strikeout for Wilson, second one this inning. So 3 Ks for Wilson,
Melanson.
and that'll bring up Navarrete.
That's Melanson.
Oh, I said Wilson again.
Yeah.
I did.
You had it
Wilson's
on your mind today.
Yep. So Navarrete comes to the plate.
Wilson said, I'll take the extra ones.
Yep.
And
give
the
me
sun
them
comes
Ks.
out.
Yes, it did. Here comes that first pitch, and it's a rocket right down the middle for strike number 1. Did I just see like a big puff of smoke go flying through the
Maybe.
air
I
out there?
thought it was vapes.
Is he out there vaping in the
Probably
bleachers?
vaping.
Man, I thought somebody was smoking. It was like there's a high fly ball hit up over the catcher. Catcher trying to find it. Watch that bat.
Oh,
Oh, and he,
puts it in play.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
But it's still a foul ball.
yeah. That was an interesting foul ball there. So foul ball hit straight up. For the first second or two that it come off the bat, nobody was even looking that way.
No.
And then finally the catcher was able to find it, and by that point he was trying not to trip over the bat, wasn't able to bring it in.
And
so
they're
it's
looking
0-2.
backwards, too, so it's kind
Yeah.
of hard to catch.
Yeah. So Navarrete Steps back up there, and he swings and misses, and down he goes. That is the third strikeout. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's 4 strikeouts for the game for Melanson as we move to the bottom of the second. Your score, Eunice 5, Jal 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Did you know that Cardinal Hardware isn't just your ordinary hardware store? They're your one-stop destination for all your hardware needs. As the sole hardware store in town, they take pride in being locally owned and operated, serving the community with dedication and care. Cardinal Hardware is fully stocked with all the essentials you need, ensuring you can find everything you're looking for right in Eunice. Cardinal Hardware in Eunice, another proud sponsor of all Lee County sports and academics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Here live in Eunice as the Cardinals lead 5-0. We're moving into the bottom of the second. Cardinals with the early lead here against what appears to be a very young Jow group. I was going to look on Max Prep, see if they have all their stuff updated.
Yeah, and they've only got 10 players here today.
Yeah. And it's like I said, I've heard that they've played some games with less than 9, so definitely an interesting deal for Jow here.
Charlie, to answer your question.
I guess he called Haciel out.
Yes, he's out, so he doesn't get the rebat. This is
so we're
Isaac.
back to the top.
Yes, sir.
That'll be Morales.
And that was a strike, I believe.
Yes, it was. First pitch is in there for a strike. I was looking at this Jow roster as Saucedo's still on the hill, and that one's going to be low for ball 1. So 1-1. Looks like they've got just kind of running down the list, a sophomore, a freshman, a sophomore, freshman, 8th grader, freshman, a junior, sophomore, freshman, sophomore, a senior, and a junior. So 2 juniors, 1 senior, a bunch of sophomores, and some freshmen and 8th graders.
So you can say they're young.
Yep. So 2 balls, 1 strike here to Morales. Young man had a triple his first trip to the plate.
Yes, sir.
He hit it all the way to the center field wall in what I thought was going to be a catch.
Ooh, he thought about that.
He did.
Man.
And that makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Morales.
Looked a little inside to me.
Morales must have thought so too, because he started to swing and then decided not to.
You got to jump on this pitch. But when he did,
chops at it and didn't hit it. Okay, so that's strike number 3. So down goes Morales on the strikeout. That is the second K for Saucedo. And so that'll bring up Julian De Leon.
Why is that umpire staring down? Oh, you called him out? Oh, you know what it was?
What?
When he swung, he bunted. It was a tip.
Yes.
And that's why he extended his hand as safe. And the ball, he could still bat it.
Yes.
Until he got to the dugout. Then he called him out. Oh, wow.
Wow.
If Coach Almaguer was here, he'd be mad right now at that catcher.
Hopefully he's not watching.
He's listening.
And that pitch
He's going.
Goes straight to the backstop for ball number 1. Yeah, when he swung at it, I thought he tipped it too, and I was just sitting
there. And that's why he extended his hands as safe, and he still had a live bat.
Yeah. Wow.
Give that man a cough drop.
So here we go. Here comes the next pitch.
Ooh.
That one's right down the middle.
That's his go-to pitch on that. Saucedo.
Yep.
All right, start swinging these bats, boys.
We're getting too relaxed in the second inning, right?
So it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the board. Saucedo in there ready. Here comes the next pitch, and that one gonna be inside, I'm assuming.
Wow, it looked like pretty close to the same pitch.
It looked pretty good, yeah. As compared to the last pitch, it looked right there. We've talked about that a lot.
We know it
this
don't
year.
matter what it looks like.
It has definitely been an interesting year as far as that kind of stuff goes, and that one's way outside for ball 3. It just seems like every game the strike zone's a little different, and sometimes every inning the strike zone's a little bit
we've seen
different
those
this
games.
year. This year,
Over in Loving, it was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, that's low and inside for
strike
strike
number one.
one.
There's a high fly ball
That's
hit
gonna
up
be
over
fair play.
right field. Right fielder trying to come up.
Oh, and he made a catch.
Oh, he did.
He didn't even. That's a nice catch by that young man.
Yep.
He
So
was
down
shocked
goes
himself.
De Leon on the fly out to right field. So the Cardinals come out looking a little sleepy here in the second inning.
Getting a little too comfortable.
You're getting a little stiff with this cold weather.
Randy Gallegos, young man, had a single with 2 RBIs his last trip to the plate. Won't have any RBIs this time unless he cranks one over the fence, as he took that one for ball number 1. You know, it's just been a strange baseball season as a whole. I mean, the first few games we were up here, it was 105 degrees outside.
Now it's like winter
in
time
here.
again.
And
Not in
now-
here.
Well, no, it hadn't been 105 in this press box. And there's a hit that's going to go all the way into left field, and it gets
fielder
by.
Booty, he's going for
He's
two.
going
And
two.
Gallegos
He might be
gonna
going for
make the
3.
turn. He is. He's going
going.
3,
He's
and he
trunking.
may go home. Here comes the throw in, and they're
And he
going to
is.
send him.
He's
As
coming on.
Gallegos
In the park,
gonna
in
go
the
in
home
the
run.
park homer.
Look at that guy.
Well, you said it. You called it, right?
Yeah.
You said if he hits it
the
over
home
the
run,
fence. But
Yeah, I
I count it.
said if he get an RBI, I
Yeah.
guess you could call that an RBI
got his own.
officially. So
I don't think he can, guys.
yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, that's an RBI. Did he bat in himself?
Text him, Heath. Please text him.
So Ethan Wilson comes to the plate. He walked his last
run.
trip up there.
Run brought in, Charlie.
And Wilson wanted that one.
Wilson took a big swing at it. He turned himself all the way around. Looked like one of them
Those
cartoon
cartoon characters.
characters. Yeah, that
Well,
spins
you know,
around.
he did bat and he did score a run, so that's an RBI.
All right, Charlie. We'll believe you.
You stick to that. You stick to that, bud.
That's my story.
And I'm sticking to it, right?
Like that hammock in the yard or whatever.
So he called that second one a strike. So that's 0-2
Hammock in the
to
yard.
Wilson. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's hit hard and foul.
On hit Rosie's car out there.
I parked in the VIP section over there.
Oh, did you?
Yes, sir. Right beside a white Dodge.
I'm sorry,
Uh-oh.
what Dodge? I
Did
keep
you get your
thinking-
special parking pass to park over?
I got
I
the
keep
blue one
thinking-
hanging from the mirror.
I keep thinking one of our school board members will tell them that
That's what your problem is. You need to quit thinking.
they need to move that fence out the way over there so that we can park in the evening.
At least during the game.
During the
I'll-
night in the games, there's
I'll ask
nobody.
him if we can park in there next time.
There's nobody.
We
Somebody,
got the guy right here. He can let us park wherever. I mean,
somebody will be plumbing my car over there while we're over here.
laying some pipe in the
One
car.
ball, 2 strikes. I hope they're not doing that with 2
Oh,
outs.
man.
Oh, got him.
Oh man, he called that a strike.
Yes, sir. He did.
Okay, shoot.
That's
I
Charlie's
was-
laying pipe over there in your car.
So Wilson goes down on the strikeout, and so a much better inning for the Jow Panthers as they only give up 1 there. It's 6-0. We move to the third. Your score, Eunice 6, Jow 0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Thomas Welding, precision, strength, reliability. Located at 3529 North Del Paso Hobbs, Thomas Welding is your trusted partner for top quality welding and industrial services. They specialize in carbon and stainless welding, operate an ASME R stamp code shop, and provide roustabout services, dirt work, equipment rentals, sandblasting, and coating. Owned and operated by Justin Thomas, who says we take pride in serving our community and are a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. For expert craftsmanship and dependable service, call Thomas Welding today.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Here live in Eunice as the Eunice Cardinals are hosting the Jow Panthers. Eunice leads 6-0, and we move to the top of the third. The Cardinals definitely came off a little sluggish there in the bottom of the second. Chloe, speaking of Chloe, my Chloe, my younger one, she entered a one of those March Madness bracket deals that the Millers were putting on as a fundraiser for their kids, and there was a lot of folks in there, and she did it completely on her own, didn't ask me anything.
Best move she could have done.
And she won that dang thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So she's buying dinner for you tonight.
Yeah, well, I think she donated most. I think if I'm not mistaken, I think you had to pay like $25 or $50 to get in, and so she won the pot.
Took her money
and
back.
She just took her money that she paid to get in and gave all the rest of it, I believe, back to the kids because it was a fundraiser for the kids. But
That's
nice of her.
That sounds like Chloe.
yeah,
So she knows basketball better than Dad
I'm assuming.
this year, right?
You know, she picked that Yukon game on that buzzer beater. She picked that game, and I was telling her I don't know if I'd picked that game, and anyway, she showed me.
Oh, we got an umpire showing up there behind first base.
Oh yeah, we do.
Hey, where'd he come
There's
from?
a streaker on the field, ladies and gentlemen.
Just ran out onto the field.
Somebody tackle him.
Threw his hands up in the air like, I'm here.
Holler at JP.
So
Tackle that
one
guy.
ball, one strike here. At the plate is Lindman. Here comes the pitch. It's right down that outside
Good
corner.
frame job there by Morales.
Yes. So that'll make it 1-2 to Lindman.
He has a future in the framing.
So stepping back up on the hill, Melanson. Young man's already got 4 Ks here in this early portion of the game, and that one goes right by him for strike number 3. That is K number 5 as Lindman goes down. Melanson has struck out the last 4 batters in a row with the strikeout.
Probably called him WM, right? Or
Yep.
MW.
MW. So that'll bring up Villa. Villa going to step up there. I believe this will be his first pitch, but it says 1-0 on the board, so maybe
Somebody
they know
can see
something
the
I
future,
don't.
right?
Yep.
Villa's playing first base for the job Panthers tonight.
Here comes that first
Ooh,
pitch,
and
and
Well,
they,
they had to do
I thought he
it.
got hit.
yeah. Well, they were paying attention over there because they knew that was going to be a ball in advance.
Set
They
up.
saw
Yeah.
the future.
You keep it up, they're going to turn AC on, Charlie.
So 1 ball, no strikes here to Villa. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's going to be just a bit outside for ball 2. So 2-0.
Pitch to him there. Melanson.
Stepping back up on the hill is Melanson. He's going to kick and fire one toward home. Man, that sky looks beautiful as there's a chipper right back to the pitcher. Melanson going to flip it over to first, and so down goes Villa.
I thought that was
ground
I thought that was a foul ball because it came off home plate, but I could be wrong. We'll take that out.
So that'll bring us all the way back to the top of the lineup. Moody, a young man lined out right at the shortstop, his first trip up there.
He hit it on the first pitch, right?
Yes, sir.
A rocket. Zamora had to take about 2 steps to his left, and it smacked his glove. As there's
Ooh,
a big
he took a hack
swing. Yes, he did. So 0-1 here to Moody.
Makes contact, might make it to the football field.
And we've got 2 outs here. We're in the top of the 3rd. It's a 6-0 game. Here comes the next pitch.
A little bit outside for ball 1. Count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd.
Eunice leads 6-0.
It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch. There's a high fly ball hit foul.
Probably hit
Make it 1 ball, 2 strikes.
hit one of my weeds in my yard.
Gonna kill some of your weeds?
Yeah.
And kill some of your weeds. So 2 outs here. Moody gonna step back in there on the left side. He's choked way up on, man. He's
Barely
almost
holding
holding on the fat part
barrel,
of the bat.
yes.
That may be the most I've ever seen somebody choke up. And
And
he
it
hits it
worked.
right
It
over
worked.
toward 3rd. Serrano gonna go up and get it. And so down he goes. Down goes Moody on the line out. He lined out to short, lined out to 3rd.
He's made contact the most, right?
That's
For the
right.
Dow team.
And so as we move to the bottom of the 3rd, your score, Eunice 6, Jal nothing. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Around here, we work hard on the field, in the classroom, and in life. And companies like Parker Energy, they're in our corner. Since 2006, they've delivered expert transport, pump truck, back truck, and disposal services. But more than that, they've supported us, our schools, our sports, our future. Thanks, Parker Energy, for showing up and believing in what we can do.
go. What? Yeah, we are definitely. Here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of
We
Eunice
went a little
Cardinals
early,
sports.
Sorry about that.
I was going to say, here we go. He done turned it
Rosie
on.
will heat that mic up on you. You better be careful what you're talking about.
Glad I didn't say
Fingers
anything.
frozen.
Glad I didn't say anything I shouldn't. He was trying to get those fingers back in his pocket. So it's a 6-0 game. We move to the bottom of the third, and coming to the plate, I believe that's going to be Luis Zamora.
You are
He
absolutely
had a
right.
sack fly RBI his first trip up there, and he steps up there ready to go.
He's jump on that first pitch he sees if it's good.
Here comes the pitch from
a
Saucedo.
strike.
It was good.
Rat down the middle. R-A-T, rat down the middle.
So I said as a left-handed pitcher, so it kind of comes across towards right-handed batters.
Yeah, and the angle that he has on it, it definitely,
Throws him off a little
yeah,
bit.
it comes at a funny angle. There's that one way outside. Yeah, that one was way out there. Yes, that'll be ball one. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Zamora. Zamora steps back in there. Man, the outfield's way back there now.
And that center field is kind of off behind
Yes,
second
he
base.
is.
The second baseman. Ooh.
And there's a fly foul right back over the top of us. Yeah, there's a huge gap in left center. Now he's kind of moving the other way. I don't know if they told him to or, well, he didn't go very far, though.
Well, that right fielder's way
standing
over
right
to
here.
the right,
Yes,
too.
he is.
He's guarding that line.
Yeah. Yeah, very interesting looking at their setup out there in
Especially
the
because it's a right-handed batter.
Yep. And that pitch going to be outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here on the board.
In this nice, cool night.
It is. You know, it's just been a weird day. It's
Yeah.
been kind of cool and cloudy
Sprinkling
all
off
day.
and on,
yeah.
yes.
Kind of a wintry type of day.
Yes.
And especially after all the heat that we've had the last few weeks.
They had them come put some extra heavy tint on all of our windows at the office.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's cloudy all the time, and especially on a day like today.
So you sleeping all day, huh, Charlie?
No.
So here we go with a full count. There's a
jumps on that high.
high fly. That ball was high. He jumped out there and smacked it. Ooh, that was interesting.
Sounded loud, didn't it?
Where did it hit?
Right here with the kids' park, isn't it?
Right on the top of that concession stand corner,
Oh.
and then rolled right back down there into those people that are sitting down there. So it probably woke them up a little bit.
Got him off the phone for a
Yep.
second.
Kind of rolled in the backside under that screen. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. And that one
Ooh,
swung on
got
and
him.
missed, and down goes Zamora.
Brought the heat on that one, didn't he?
Yeah, Saucedo has struck out, 3 of his last 5 batters.
He has settled down, you can say, right?
Yeah, I concur. And that'll bring Andres Serrano up to the plate. He had a single his first trip up there. See if he can get it going again.
And he challenged Zamora on that fastball of his.
He did. With a full count.
Yes, sir.
Just blew one by him. And that,
Tried it there, but
Yep.
into the dirt.
so 1 ball here.
Man.
Yeah, definitely.
He acts like his arms kind of bother him a little bit.
Keep shaking it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a Polaroid picture.
Here
Is that
comes
what
the
you do
next
with a
pitch. Yeah, you shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Kind of
Charlie does.
like
Yeah.
the harder you shake it, the quicker it develops.
Well, all my Beyoncés and Lucy Lou's do. I think that's what the song says. Isn't it?
Shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, yeah. Yep, that's it.
Charlie's gonna Google that song on the way home, huh?
Yeah, he's like,
We've
I
been
never heard
singing
that
it
when I
all
listened to the
night.
Beach Boys.
He's gonna be in the shower singing it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Okay, bad example. Bad
Hey,
example.
doing what?
Uh-oh. Oh, I just saw the umpire pop out of his stance there behind the catcher, and he was headed for
Got
third
somebody
base.
thrown out.
I thought,
Well,
uh-oh,
the
somebody-
announcers out there, up there shaking it, throw him out.
like a Polaroid picture. Get him
Like
out
a
of here.
Polaroid picture. What is that all about?
2 balls and a strike here to Serrano.
that you,
Serrano going
Jimmy?
to step in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch from Saucedo, and that one's going to be outside for ball 3. So 3-1.
I don't sing in the shower, just so you know.
3 ball. We don't care what you do in the shower, Charlie. 3 balls, 1 strike, in and out.
That's too much information, bud.
That's exactly right. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-0 is the score. Here comes that next pitch, and it's outside, so that'll send Serrano over to first.
You said it so
So he's
seriously,
gonna-
too.
He's going
Charlie.
to walk.
Well,
I
you
don't-
said I
I
should be
don't
singing
care
in the
what you
shower.
do.
Misa
I don't sing in the
Brito
shower.
is coming up on deck. He's going to head up there. He is the DH here today. Young man struck out his last trip to the plate. as he is going to head up there to the left
that
side.
just tickled me, boys.
So 1 out here in a 6-0 game. Brito heads to the plate. Man struck out his last trip up. See if he can get some redemption. Here comes the first pitch to Misa, and it's right down the middle.
Lefty versus lefty here.
Usually that makes it a little more comfortable for the lefty.
Sure.
That I was over there telling the pitcher something.
Which one? On the field?
So 0-1 here to Misa.
Probably not positive enough.
Salcedo gonna step on there. He's looking over toward first. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. The runner's gonna go strolling over to second as Serrano steals second. And it's an 0-2 count. Looked like it was a hit and run that we had on there. Misa took a
I'll just go ahead and run even if you don't hit it.
So 0-2. A lot of colors in the sky, man. Lots of blues and pinks, purples. Looks pretty neat out there. As that ball is low and outside for ball 1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looks like the sky in the wintertime, doesn't it?
It does.
Looking like a sky over there in Iran, probably. All kinds of purples and.
That's a different sky there, Charlie.
No.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Has Charlie drank his
Chops
medicine?
at that one. It's headed to short. Shortstop going to scoop it up, trying to get it there, and he does.
Beat him by a
And
step.
he gets Brito just by the hair on his chinny chin. As Misa goes down on the ground out, but it does advance the runner in Serrano. He's now standing on third. Now Don Baeza comes up, had a single his first trip up there.
See if he can get him a little RBI action.
Yep. So runner on third, 2 outs, 6-0. Here comes the first pitch, and that one's going to be high for ball 1.
Man, that catcher barely got it back to the pitcher.
That is true.
He's making that pitcher work out there, ain't he? Getting it tired for us.
Hovey flew back to Waco yesterday. We had to take him over and put him on a plane to fly home. He'd been down for Easter, so.
How was the TSA like coming from Waco? Was it not too bad?
Yeah, not too bad. I think everything's fairly close to back to normal right now. You know, of course, he came through Dallas, so flying out of DFW. Or no, he's flying out of Love in Dallas.
Oh, yeah.
And so 1-1 here. Here comes the next pitch. Right down the middle.
I caught that ball earlier. Huh?
Yeah.
Looked a little high.
Looked a little high. It did look a little high. But
He looks a little high.
so 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Yeah, he's about decided he's supposed to be meeting with several military people this week. He's about decided when he went there, his goal was he wanted to fly jets in the military, and that was what he was trying to do. Then he got there and he started leaning toward the airlines because there was such a need for airline pilots.
Right.
And they were giving him big bonuses at the time, too.
Big bonuses at the time, but a lot of those
But you
big
can do that
bonuses
later.
and things they've filled now because they've kind of caught up, and so now he's back leaning toward the military. So he's back to talking to some military folks, thinking he's kind of leaning toward the Navy to go be a naval aviator like Top Gun. Charlie definitely likes it, being an old sailor. Old.
Keyword is old. Keyword is old.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the
Definitely
next
that.
pitch. And it's low and inside. So that'll send Baeza over to first on the walk. Yeah, so anyway, he's definitely trying to figure out his options here as he graduates. He'll graduate this summer.
This summer?
Yeah, he would have graduated in May, but he had a prerequisite class that he had to take before he could take a couple of classes that he needed. And
Isn't
he
that a
didn't
hassle?
realize that when he was doing his schedule. And so anyway, he's going to have to come back and take a class in the summer. And so I believe the goal is to graduate in August. He's already got his cap and gown and all that stuff.
Good for him, man.
Well, you know,
Yeah.
Jelly had to do a whole semester because she switched majors,
Oh, yeah.
and then COVID hit, and so she never even got to walk.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. Oof. Oof. Man.
Outside.
Yeah, I guess that's a outside pitch. So 2-0 here. And I believe this is Morales. Oh, is it Hussey?
Yes, sir.
Hussey.
Yeah, it's Hussey. So 2-0 to Hussey. Here comes the next pitch. Runners on second and third, and Hussey going to swing at that
I think he
one.
gets a base because the catcher snapped at the ball.
And it
That's
hit his
interference.
bat.
Yes, sir.
Reached out and got it.
So Hasiel going to earn the walk as he took a swing and his tip of his bat hit the catcher's.
Yeah, and they're thinking that the runner should come home on interference call, but I think they're going to leave him on third.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just he's like, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Just go back over there.
So that brings us back to Isaac Morales with 2 outs. It'd sure be nice if he could clear these bases right here. That'd put us
Be
closer
good.
to going home early.
Mm-hmm.
Here comes the first pitch.
Ooh! Did
And
it hit him?
hits him.
Got
Yeah,
it.
he just
Man.
straight. That was like no
Take it in
chance
the
to
ribs,
move.
bud.
Yeah. So Morales gets
Wow,
hit
don't be
by a
doing
pitch.
that. I know he's a
Wear
catcher
it.
and tough, but get lower.
He wears it proudly.
Yeah.
We're going to have a pinch runner after he get hit.
Morales going to go have a seat. Is that Lucas or is
That's
that
number- that's
Melanson?
number 6.
So
That is
Lucas
Lucas,
Lopez.
the
Yes.
true freshman.
So Lucas Lopez, the freshman, heads to first, and that'll bring us to De Leon.
Slugger.
We're going to have a
He's
meeting up
due
there.
for one, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. I agree with that. He is due. They're going to have a
Little powwow.
meeting for sure as they all head out to the hill to visit. Yeah, Ovi was saying that the Navy right now is offering an 8-year contract for pilots, where
Right.
like the Air Force requires a 10-year. You know, if you just enlist, it's a 4-year deal, but
Yeah. Special programs.
yeah, you can't enlist and go be an officer. So he would have to go through officer candidate school and then through their flight program. He's already got his
Well,
pilot's license, so that part gets shorded a tad bit. But
That's a cool place, though. Annapolis is a good spot.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm all for it. His mama's kind of got a frown on her face, and his daddy's probably got even a bigger frown on his face.
Well,
But yeah, I'm 100%
But if it's his
thinking
dream and he's halfway there, per se.
that's what he wanted to do when he started, and that's what I told Mama. I'm like, that's what his goal was when he left here. In fact, he was going to try to go to the Air Force Academy, and we had Yvette Harrell helping us, and she ended up calling us back and saying, "Hey, we just missed the deadline to get in because you have to they have to have their appointment stuff done by their junior year, and we had just missed the deadline by like literally a few weeks." And she said, I can get him in, but it'll be the next year.
Wow.
And he was going to have to basically sit out of school for a year because the Air Force Academy don't take any transfers. There's no transfer credit. So anything he
Right.
took at the JC,
Was no good.
it was no good. And he's one of those that took those classes for a couple of years at the JC. If he had went to the JC an extra year, it would have been for nothing.
Yeah.
And so
Wasted
anyway,
time.
that's
yeah.
that's when we,
Sometimes when you take a year off, you
yes.
take 20 years off.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's why we ended up.
Way
Oh, he's
out of
Oh,
coming.
town.
He's
man,
coming.
that-
He's coming. He's coming. Get down, son.
He's going to be close as he's
made
there.
it.
Oh,
Heck, poor catcher,
Yeah.
man. I feel sorry for him.
yeah, for sure. As Don
Landed
Baeza
hard.
gets in there and steals home. So yeah, anyway, that's how he ended up there in the first place, and so that was his goal. And I know it's a little spooky right now for Mom because she's looking at F-15 pilots getting rescued in
Yeah.
Iran.
bad
and
timing on
whatnot.
Obi's part.
Yeah, but anyway, it's a pretty neat deal to me.
Pretty sure it'll be a while before he gets into F-16. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the way it works, he'd have to go to officer candidate school, which would take about a year,
Correct.
a little shy of that. Then from there, he would go to, it's like almost a year program where they fly in their, depending on which branch you go to, there's a high fly back into shallow right
That's
field.
dropping.
I
That's
think it is
dropping.
going to land, and it is going to land. It's going to score both of them, and he's going
going
to turn
third.
second and head
Should
to
have been running that way
third.
from the beginning.
And if they don't throw it in, he'll head home, and he's going to stop at third. And so a 2 RBI probably error out there, but
There was 2 outs. He hit it so high. He should just
Yeah.
ran as fast as he could.
yep. So that was De Leon with a, we'll call it a 2 RBI error into right field.
So that's 10 runs right there.
Yes, sir.
We like it.
Yep, that gets us there. And so Randy Gallegos comes to the plate.
And he's been awesome at the plate tonight.
Man, he took that one right down the middle for a ball.
I wasn't going to say all that, but yes,
Man,
he did.
I mean,
He has good eye. He was off by a smidge.
good.
Yeah, just a smidge.
Yeah. So here comes the next pitch. 1 ball, no strikes to Gallegos. That one is low and inside for a ball. So the first one to me was just a horrendous call. The second one was a good call. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Gallegos.
So much horrendous.
I mean, that was bad. That catcher never even moved his glove. He sat there in the same position. The ball hit his glove and called it a ball. Wow.
Yeah, you got to state the obvious sometimes, don't we?
Yep. 3 balls, no strikes here. 2 outs. Runner on third. The Cardinals lead 10-0. We're in the third. Here comes the pitch. And that one's right down the middle. I thought they were going to throw it around the horn, but he was just trying to get the runner back over to.
He jumped up pretty quick, didn't
Yeah, I thought he was throwing it around.
A lot of action there for a strike. He was
He better
excited.
be careful. He don't have no backup on third. He throws it.
That right or that left fielder is over there in left center. So 3-1.
Feel like a roamer, huh?
Here comes the pitch. It's hit
Ooh.
hard and foul right over into the parking lot.
A rover, I meant.
Yep. Now we got him full count.
I wonder if there's a reason why they're set up like that in the outfield.
Must have seen some film or something.
Man, that's what I mean, you've got the right fielder over there like 15 steps from the first base line, and you got your left fielder with a right-handed batter. Oh, and he got hit? He got hit, right? Or did he bob and weave? Yeah, I guess he must have bobbed and weaved.
Yeah.
And then the runner, De Leon's going to come home. Interesting.
So was that a walk?
Yes, sir, that was a walk.
I believe it was a walk. And then the other one was a run as he ran home.
Because if he would have got hit, that runner on third base had to stay on third base because it would have been a dead ball.
So
Wilson.
Now we've got Wilson coming up. He's got a walk and a strikeout. His 2 trips up today. He's got Gallegos standing on first. 2 outs. It's an 11-0 ball game here.
Gallegos fixing to be on second.
Yeah, I would guess so too.
Oh yeah.
He gone.
Here comes the
Oh,
pitch.
he
He
made me
stayed
laugh.
there. So that first pitch is outside for a ball.
I think every pitch going to be here is going to be outside.
Yep.
I think they're afraid to throw
No,
it
they're
in.
trying to stay away from him because
Yes,
he's
sir.
a slugger.
So Saucedo still on the hill for the Panthers. 11-0 is your score. Oh, I thought he was going. Now he's going to go. A delayed steal as he's in there easily as Gallegos.
He's pretty fast, man.
Oh, yeah. His little feet go.
Little speed demon.
Look like those little Fred Flintstone cartoons with the little feet are under. Yep.
I love that.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes
That must
here.
have been
2
Charlie's
outs.
favorite cartoon, huh?
Oh, I loved it. Still do. I like it.
You resemble Fred a little bit.
Why, thank you.
Ooh.
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 My grandson's got the feet though. He got some Flintstone feet. I ain't joking. The boy can go skiing on him thing.
2 balls and strike, and here comes the coach out of the dugout. Going to go out there and visit.
That's 2, right?
Yes, sir. It's 2. I think they have to pull him on the
they
second
got
one.
to
Yeah.
pull him.
Yeah, they're coming out there. So
I wonder if he's
know-
at his pitch count already.
Yeah. Just strange that they come out with 2 balls and a strike. So maybe that is the deal. Maybe it is the pitch count.
But I think he's allowed to finish that batter.
That batter.
Yes, sir. But who knows?
Yeah, all those rules.
Mm-hmm. Blend and change.
Yeah, they've all came around since after I played. You know,
That's
they
many
didn't
years
have all
ago.
that stuff. Yeah, that's true.
That's number 7 coming to the mound. He was playing third base.
And the pitcher goes to third base.
7 is Salinas. So this pitcher was pulled over by the bus of Salinas. So he goes up to the mound. He'll be doing a little warm-up. We'll shout out to a few of these sponsors. Burrito Beast, Lavelle Insurance, NMJC, IPS Incorporated, Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Parker Energy, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, and the Eunice Pump and Supply. So definitely some changes coming here. It's an 11-0 game.
That looks like a young pitcher right there.
I can tell you right quick, he is
Number 7.
Salinas, and
Probably
he
a
is
sophomore.
where you at? He's a sophomore.
Is he?
Yep,
Yes, sir.
he's a sophomore.
For the first time.
Yeah, definitely a young Jow team here. And as I mentioned earlier, not a lot of those names that we call regularly in all the other sports, you know, at least in football and basketball. There are a few, but a lot of these names are different ones than what we're used to calling. So
Kind of throws you off. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like you're playing the Jow team if there's not a Lujan or a Cervantes on there.
Exactly.
yeah, definitely makes it a little
And I'm
different.
surprised there's not a Lujan or a Cervantes on there.
Yeah, I mean, you got a Navarrete. They usually
Well,
have
yeah.
some of
Yeah.
those. So, a Saucedo. I mean, that's another one
Yeah.
of them names that have been running around down there for years.
I know Bud's for a softball team.
Well,
maybe she
yeah,
could just
you've definitely had some of those the last couple of years running around down there as well. So it looks like some of our jail people are grabbing their stuff and headed for the exits. They're like,
I got a little too cold for him.
yeah, and it probably is cool out there.
Yes,
I would
sir.
assume.
I can come in here and warm up.
Come in here and warm up.
All right, Charlie. You're going to find that remote control.
2 balls, a strike, and 2 outs to Wilson.
Wilson.
He's got a runner on second out there in Gallegos.
I'll take off. Nobody's holding him on.
Here comes the pitch. Ooh,
Ooh,
that
oh,
one looked
man.
nice right down the middle. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a little rock boogie.
Rock boogie,
oogie.
oogie.
Woo, 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 woo. All right,
All
it's
right,
rock
get her
boogie oogie
done.
time.
Get her
Wilson's
done.
got to do it. It's the first time we've had a chance to do that tonight. So Wilson's got to make them pay for it. Here we go. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and that one bounced out there about 20 foot in front of home plate. That was a strange looking.
The pitcher said they're doing the rock boogie. I gotta bounce it.
Yeah, I better bounce
I
it.
better bounce
Or he might bounce it over the fence.
it.
Yeah, that was a strange.
Yes.
It looked
He
like it
probably-
came
he-
out of his hand funny or
He
something.
probably heard us up here doing it.
You're probably right. So did everybody else. So we got a full count here now.
Really?
3-2.
I think it'd help
Really?
us out a little
2
bit.
outs. 11-0 is your score. Here comes the pitch to Wilson,
Way
and that one's
outside.
going to bounce way out there in front as well, and easily over to third is Randy, and then Wilson will walk over to first.
You guys over there, you can help us with that rock boogie oogie.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you sing Happy Birthday, you know, everybody pitches in. Y'all got to do that whenever.
Luis Zamora comes to the plate. Runners on the corners. Charlie's talking to the people beside us while he's live on the air, but
Trying to
it'll
get
be
us
all
some
right.
rock boogie oogie going here.
I just want to carry a conversation with a total stranger here.
Just talking to folks that nobody else can hear what they're saying back to him.
I can't even
So
hear what they're
runners,
saying.
runners on the corners.
That's a blessing, Charlie.
Here comes the pitch. That one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. So Zamora, he hit a sac fly RBI into right, then he struck out his last trip up there. See if he can put some more runs on the board here. Add to that cushion going into the next inning. It'd be nice.
Why isn't Wilson gone the second here? Are you
Maybe
going on
just
this one?
being conservative. So here comes the pitch. There's a high fly right over the top of us. Charlie gonna flip his chair over backwards trying to catch
He's
it.
going to tear this building down. What are you going to do the way it shook?
I'm assuming they must have got the concession up and running.
Yes, sir, they did.
Okay, because I see look at all the smoke. I'm like, either that or that guy's vape pen is real strong down there in the bleachers.
He's vaping.
That's some
Man,
flavored smoke,
I'm
right?
telling you.
Or raspberry in
It's
here.
like rather
Cheech
than
and Chong over there vaping.
rather than raspberry, he's got like some mesquite. He's got a mesquite vape. There's a
There it is,
drive in the
That
center.
nice hit.
That's going to hit the turf.
That'd be a
And
one run.
making the turn, heading for third, easily in there, standing up, and so we'll have an RBI single from Zamora. So single with an RBI for Zamora, and
Makes
that'll
the
bring
score
up
12.
Andres Serrano with runners on the corners and 2 outs.
This is what we expected in the second inning, right?
Yeah, the second inning we kind of just
kind of fell flat.
yeah we did. Man, It's like the concession stand's on fire all of a sudden. There's a lot of smoke coming out
Frazier
there.
cooking burgers back
Call
there,
the
right?
fire department.
It's like somebody parked their golf cart over in the concession stand, and,
Rumming it up.
and that thing's burning down.
Well, they really should start that before the game.
You're so stupid. I'm surprised you ain't got beat up yet, man. I swear.
If they did, I left my Rolex on. I'll tell you that right now.
Man.
runners on the corners. One ball, no strikes here. 2 outs.
Oh, Lord.
Is it too
I'm glad
soon?
no golfers listen to us, right?
It probably is too soon.
Way
know,
too soon, bud.
If you can't make light of life, man, you got a rough life anyway.
I agree with you, man, but
One ball, no strikes, 2
golf's
outs.
their passion, bud.
Runners on the corners. I like to play. That pitch is low for. I don't hardly ever
Did
have
you say
time.
pitch?
That pitch
Oh,
That pitch was low.
was low.
And it was a wedge, right?
I sold all my golf clubs to the little neighbor kids across the street during the garage sale.
You did? Were they at the golf course as well?
50 years, and yeah, they probably got burned up.
2 balls, no strikes. 2 outs. Probably your prize golf clubs.
I bought my first set of golf clubs at a garage sale for $50.
Yeah.
And so I sold them kids mine for 50.
Trying to give back, huh?
Trying to give back.
Trying to give back.
And then I sold my wife's clubs for $25.
He
tried to get
He got those for free, and he sold them for 25. 3 and
I don't
0
know if my
here.
wife knew I sold them. But
trying to
trying to make a little cash.
Runners on the corners. Here's the pitch, and that one's outside for strike number 1.
Jimmy said he's trying to give back to the community.
Oh,
Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year out there, boys.
I'm telling you. Here we go.
Charlie.
Man, I tell you.
I didn't completely give. I mean, I got some money for it, but it's probably way under what.
It's like all that ammo earlier you were talking about.
That's
huh?
right.
I'm never buying nothing off of Charlie.
That's right.
Never. It's a great deal, Rosie. No.
Serrano hits over to first. I'm definitely going to keep that in mind if he's ever trying to sell me anything.
Anything.
He's,
Businessman.
for those that don't know, Charlie was telling us a story earlier about how he sold somebody a pistola and some.
Long time ago.
Yeah,
If the government's listening, it was way back.
It was last week.
and
20 years
ammo,
ago.
and that had been basically given to him, and he sold him just the pistola, but kept the ammo.
Well, I got other pistolas that need that ammo.
Pillar of the community right here, ladies and gentlemen. And we got a pinch batter here. I think it's Jace, number 5 for the Eunice Cardinals.
That is.
Oh,
That's
it
Jace
sure
Matthews. So yeah, we got a
Matthews sighting.
Matthews sighting here. Speaking of the Matthewses,
Eunice.
shout out to Eunice Pump and Supply, one of our sponsors here with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and we've got a Matthews headed to the plate. The ump is steadily working on his notes there behind home plate. I'm assuming got to write like the whole name in there. Maybe he's writing his social.
Typewriter or something.
I'm like, what in the world could he be writing on that little
Just
notepad?
write the number down and put a dot by the person, bud.
Is he gonna get a drop of blood too?
There he goes. I think he's ready now, though. He's got his
He's
Harley hat on. He puts his mask over it, and we are ready to go. So runners on every single base, a.k.a. the bases are loaded.
See what you can do, Jace.
Matthews up there. Let's see if we can do some work. Here comes the first pitch. And that ball's going to be low and inside.
I don't know why the catcher does it. There's nobody on third base holding the runner on.
Yeah.
Wasting energy for no reason.
He did come out and run over there to look at him, though.
Yeah.
So Salinas back on the hill. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We are in the bottom of the third. It's a 12-0 game. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's going to be low and outside for ball 2. So 2-0 here.
See what they got on deck there. Number 22's on deck there, Mr. Jones.
22, that's Alex Nieto.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of Nieto, we got a busy week here this week in sports. We'll have, we're going to try to cover softball on Friday. So we'll have baseball today, baseball Thursday.
Oh, man.
My goodness
Talk
gracious.
about a generous strike
way
there
outside.
talking about.
Wow. that I mean, no joke.
That was over the white line.
That ball was 4 foot outside. called strike. I mean, like legitimately
Yes.
3-4 foot outside.
There was no need for that.
Called strike.
There was no need for that, Blue.
2-1 here as Matthews swings at that one inside, and now we got a 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. We got a little rock boogie oogie again.
Rock
All right,
All
here
right,
we
I have
go.
the whole place rocking up here.
Matthews, this your first rock boogie oogie. You got to do work here with the bases juiced. Here comes the pitch from Salinas. And that definitely worked.
Wilson decides to come at the last second.
Wilson's headed home, and he slides in there safely.
And he bumps chest with the catcher.
As the rock boogie oogie works
Did
as
the
the
trick.
Cardinals score. It's 13-0 as Wilson steals home on the pass ball.
You got tired of standing out there on third base, I think.
Yep. So now the
See, it worked, y'all.
runner still on first here as he's going to start to take the lead. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Cardinals have put 7 on the board here in the bottom of the third. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner. The ball's going to go to the turf. Here comes the runner headed from third, and he's going to just stroll in. The ball gets thrown back out into the field. So now we've got a runner running to first. That's Matthews. He's in a sprint.
Yep.
And so now he's standing on first. During all of that, the other runner ran over to third base.
He ran to second, back to third, back to third,
Yep.
back to second. He still made it back to third on second.
And so now number 22, Alex Nieto, comes to the plate with 2 outs. It's a 14-0 game.
Is he a freshman?
Nieto, I can look.
He's a
Junior.
junior? Oh, okay. Thank you.
So Nieto's a junior wearing big number 22 on his back. Hope he don't get to a rock boogie oogie because that's a lot of 2s.
There's a lot of two.
Yep. All of them 2s
I'll leave that one alone.
with 2 outs.
Charlie's over doing a lot of tooting.
A lot of two. A lot
So
of two.
8 runs scored here in the bottom of the third. 14-0 is your score. Stretching that lead is Matthews over
Give him
there
a
at
stolen
first.
base. Give him a stolen base.
He's trying to get there. He's going to go. I see him. Oh, and a big swing by Nieto for
That was
strike
a
number
huge
1.
swing. Come on, Matthews, get on second.
You know, the way those clouds look over there, it almost looks like there's mountains.
I know. I was on my way to work one time when I worked in Andrews, and
Yeah.
I was like, man, I don't remember mountains. It really looked like a mountain range. I was like, what happened?
Where am I going?
I know the good Lord can move mountains, but I didn't think he was going to plant some over by Andrews.
They throw that one over to third. Oh, they called it out
What?
again. I'm assuming Nieto stepped out. And the
Interference
catcher
on the
had to
batter.
throw around him. That's the second time that's
That was-
happened
that-
today.
That was a little generous right there.
So Nieto gets called out here at home, and so that'll move us to the fourth. Your score, 14-0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lea County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lea County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Eunice as the Cardinals lead the Jal Panthers 14-0. We move to the top of the fourth. Rosie went down for a little breaky break, and here comes Chloe. She's going to look in the door and go, "Where's he at?" As there, he's the first thing she said. Where'd he go?
Which way did he go?
Yep.
Where did he go?
As he
She
had
brought her blanket up here.
Yeah.
Good call.
He had to take a little breaky break, and so he headed down. And those of us that are dedicated, we don't take any breaky breaks.
Nah,
Charlie.
we just keep on pumping.
Eyes might be floating, whatever. We're just here.
We'll make it.
That's right.
Builds character, they say.
Yeah, here comes Rosie running back up to bleachers. Cardinals lead here 14-0. Trying to see the number on this young man's back as he steps into the plate and digs in, ready to go. I cannot tell who that is. He's going to square around, show bunt. And now he pulls it back. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, hit into foul territory. Trying to get there is Wilson, and he's going to make the catch in foul territory. That was number 2. That was Helmer.
Yep.
So he goes down on the fly out in foul territory. And that'll bring Sauceda up to the plate. Young man had a single his last trip up. In fact, I believe he's got their only hit of the ball game.
I think you're right.
As he's up there ready. Melanson still on the hill. He's going to kick and fire it right down the middle. It's hit over toward third. Kind of a bad
beautiful
hop.
job.
Zamora with the backup play, and nice.
Got him.
Zamora backing up Serrano. It goes off Serrano's glove on the skip. Zamora caught it in the outfield and then fired it all the way to first base on a one-hopper and gets Sauceda.
Hope you got that on film, Charlie.
We got her.
Man, that was nice.
That was beautiful.
Great play there by Zamora, and I'm glad he did it because then I would have been feeling bad if he'd have struggled today after I was talking
he's
him
living up. He's living up to the name, bro.
There you go. There's a chopper over to second. Gallego's going to scoop it, fire it over, and
showing
down
that leather out there.
goes Butts. As he goes down on the ground out, and so we get quickly out of the top of the 4th, and I believe we'll still have to go to 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
go to 5.
So we'll take a little break. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Eunice Wrecker and Rental offers professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light, medium-duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. We have 20-plus years of experience. We are fully licensed and insured. Call us at 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental is currently hiring Class A CDL and regular drivers for the wrecking yard. Eunice Wrecker, located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248 in Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Here live as the Cardinals are hosting the Jal Panthers. Got some more changes here in the lineup as David Manriquez will come in, and he will head up there. Young man is a freshman, right?
I think he's an 8th grader. Man.
8th grader? Let me look here.
I want to say he's an 8th grader, boss.
It'll take me just about a half second if I can get this thing here.
The phone is frozen?
Yeah, I was going a little slow. There we go. My Eunice. There's my baseball. And here is my roster. And he is number, what, 20?
Yes, sir, number 20.
David Manrique. You know what? They don't have his grade out there.
Huh.
Tyler Almager, you are an awesome fella. You take good care of us, but you're going to have to put some grades up there beside your thingy there. Come on now.
He's an 8th grader for the 2nd time.
Yep.
No, I'm joking. I think he is an 8th grader. I'm not 100% sure.
So
Shout out to my mom out there listening. She's a loyal listener. When we only have one, it's going to be usually her. We got more than that.
It's her and Evie, huh?
Her and Evie, there's 2.
My mom's usually tuned in too, so
Yep.
we'll have a couple of moms.
Well, we got 74, so.
Yep. 74 right now on
here,
the. That's on that thing that
7400.
That's the one that nobody logs into on Hobbs America.
Once I figured out how to do. What is it? The other one?
YouTube, yeah.
The YouTube, yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah, the YouTube usually has the majority of them. It's 1-0 here to Manriquez. Manriquez ready to go. Steps in there, ready to go.
Past my bedtime.
Salinas is on the hill. It's a 14-0 game. Here comes the pitch. It's right down the middle.
Jumped on
Hit
it.
foul right toward us.
About to get it.
So Manriquez did take a cut at it.
Jumped on the prettiest pitch. He's probably going to see the whole bat.
Mm-hmm. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. That was a 14, wasn't it, that just danced across there and picked that ball up?
It was 44.
Oh,
44.
okay. So that's De Leon.
Yeah, the Leon.
All right, so here we go. Next pitch to Manriquez is going to be low and outside all the way to the
Backstop.
screen. He was sprinting in like to
Trying to cover home.
and there ain't nobody else. I had to lean forward and look over there toward because
Who's
of where I'm
coming?
sitting. I can't hardly see third. I was like, man, is there somebody on third?
Like, how is that even possible?
Yeah, I was questioning myself there for a minute. My wife tells me I'm getting old and can't remember where I'm
I agree.
going or what I went to the store to get.
I
so-
agree with her.
Wow. That was a crazy look at that pitch.
It
Like,
was about 3 feet over his head.
man, it came out of his hand funny or something. Like as soon as
Yeah.
it left his hand, it
Kept going up and up and up.
yeah, that was strange looking.
It was very funny. Everybody was laughing but him. You know what I mean?
3 balls and a
Yes, sir.
strike here. This
Well, you know, I've seen like when Wilson like has one like that happen, but it goes like way faster.
Yes.
yeah.
That's a rising fastball Wilson
Yeah.
throws.
Here comes the next pitch, and that one's chopped.
Oh, protecting the
Foul.
plate there, yeah, young man.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's gonna get his money's worth out of this at bat.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even get on base here.
Manriquez steps back in there, ready to go. Full count. No outs. Here comes the pitch. It's right down the middle, and he drives that one right down the first base line. Foul.
Once again, back. What was I going to say there, Charlie?
Staying alive. Staying alive.
Staying
yeah.
alive. Come on, Rosie. We've been waiting on you to sing that ever since you left.
I've been out of the game for a living, man.
Losing it.
The ball goes rolling
Again,
across
little Jones. Little Jones.
Little Jones. Is it a basketball Jones?
Basketball.
Basketball Jones. Baseball
We'll have to
Jones.
get you a
Mr. Baseball Jones.
baseball caballero. I just don't go quite as. Oh, man. He hits a Manriquez hits a
He
shot
did.
right up the middle. It's going to roll
For a
all the way
single.
into center, and so Manriquez with the single. Man, that goes off the pitcher. It looked like
Yeah.
off his shins.
Just got out of the way, didn't he?
Yep.
That would have hurt.
So got a message here from Kendall Boyd. Said they're listening in from FFA State in Las Cruces. And
All right.
Manriquez
Good luck.
is an 8th grader. So
Oh,
good luck to
woohoo.
that group.
Yep.
And thank you for those 5 people listening. Or I think I got quite a bit of group, huh?
71.
Yes.
What Charlie said is on Hobbs America.
It's
So they're all listening on House America. Huh?
Why are you doing that to the poor guy, man? He's finally warming up over there.
The good thing is the AC's not all
I
kicked
know.
up.
Say
I
that
think-
real quiet.
Charlie's got the remote in his pocket.
They'll figure it out in a minute.
1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the next pitch, and
Oh,
that one's a called strike, and that ball's thrown down to first. It's going to roll all the way out
Is
into
he going
right
to third?
field.
Oh, no.
And so Manriquez now stands on second
Man, that
on
one
the
was-
pass ball.
way outside.
Yep.
You called it a strike?
Yes.
Way to go home, ain't
1 ball, 1 strike. Manriquez on second with Morales at the plate, I think.
he? Yes, sir. You're absolutely right.
Here comes the next pitch.
Ooh,
That one's chopped
off
towards
his
short.
hands.
Trying to get to it, the shortstop. He's not going to get the throw over there in time. And so Morales easily into first with a single.
We have a pinch runner here for Morales. See who they're going to bring out for this young man.
That looks like a little guy.
And the
goes.
bat boy is coming.
I was going to say he's running out there. I think he's in about the
Uh,
first or second grade. He's headed out there, and he'll.
Is that Lucas Lopez?
shoot, he'll go run.
6.
I guarantee you he will.
So Lucas Lopez headed over to first as the courtesy runner. Runners now on the corners, no outs, and coming to the plate is Julian De Leon.
Big
He had a
44.
Yeah, he had a 2 RBI triple his last trip up there.
He can repeat.
Had a walk and a fly out his first 2 trips up. And so here comes the pitch. That one's going to get into the turf and bounce up for ball 1.
Man, that catcher's doing a good job standing up and keeping that bouncing ball in front of him.
Yep, I concur.
He's going to get beat up. Legs aren't, his chest is, but he's doing a good job.
You got them guards on your shins that are pretty hard, so usually don't hurt too bad now.
Takes so many after a while. It hurts, yeah.
So 1 ball, no strikes here. Here comes the next pitch, and that one's going to be low and outside, and he did the same thing there. Was able to scoop that one up with the mitt, though.
He's protecting that plate, though. Or, not letting it get by him. Being what we call a wall.
Getting a wall right now. Literally, he's getting hit by the ball.
So 2-0 here to De Leon. Runners on the corners, no outs. 14-0 is your score. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh, beautiful
that
breaking
one's
ball.
high and inside for ball 3. So 3-0 to De Leon.
Give him the green light. No outs, right? Why not?
Swing away, son.
If he hits a pop fly in the outfield, it might land somewhere.
Probably will.
It's about looking at the weather position.
Here comes the pitch. And
Ooh,
that one's going to go all the way to the
Runner's
turf.
coming in.
Hustling down, throwing him in there, and then he throws a fastball off his right hammy.
Oh, he's going to third base.
And headed across there.
He was there. Oh, come on. He was safe by a mile.
He dropped the ball.
Oh.
He got him, but the third baseman dropped the ball, so that made him safe. He definitely had him. He started sliding about 25 foot from third base.
He didn't realize he was stopping at turf,
like
right?
one of them old Nintendo video games where you started sliding like as soon as you left one base and slid all the way to the other.
What was that, A and B at the same time?
Yeah, something like that. So it's now 15-0.
Just dated yourself there.
I know. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Here comes the pitch.
You're like from the 1900s, aren't you?
I am from the 1900s. As Gallegos is up there.
I'm a 66 model myself.
Yeah. They don't even make parts for you no more, don't they?
No,
they
the
don't.
problem.
They don't make parts.
They don't.
Gallegos. Runners on the corners, no outs. Here comes the pitch. And he drives that one towards center. It's going to easily drop. The runner's going to turn at second and head over toward third. And so now an RBI single for Gallegos.
He hasn't got a double, has he?
Nope.
Because that's all he needs for the cycle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because you got a single, a triple, and a home run already.
Who's that?
Gallegos.
Oh, Gallegos.
Remember he had the in-the-park home run earlier?
He got a single, and in the Parker, a walk, and a single. So he's got 2 singles, a walk, and a homer.
Needs a double.
So runners on the corners, no outs. 16-0 is your score, and Wilson is up to the plate.
Man.
That was another one of those strange ones.
Ball's just slipping out of his hand.
Yeah, it looks odd when it comes out of his hand. I mean, that ball went 20 foot behind the batter and 5 foot above his head.
And it's coming at him pretty fast.
Yeah.
If that young man could be able to grip that ball correctly or a little bit of coaching, he'd be a decent pitcher.
It's like it's slipping out of his hand or something as he's letting it go. I'm assuming he's probably trying to throw the curveball there, and that's why it's coming out of his hand funny. And that one's going to be high for ball 2. So 2-0 here to Wilson.
If I was the coach, I'd tell him anything close, take a hack at it.
Yeah. Tell Wilson to put it on a FedEx plane just like he did with that volleyball.
Yeah.
And hit it right on out there.
Hit it out to that desert island out there.
2-0 here. Here comes the pitch. That one's low. It's going to go off the catcher's leg.
No hesitation there by the. You got him.
Oh, that was a close one.
That was close.
As De Leon
but I
is
concur
going to get there. So De Leon steals home in a close play. And it's now 17-0. As Wilson with a 3-0 count. Runner now on third. You know, Gallegos is just smart.
Yes.
You know, the thing that you notice with him over and over is that, and that pitch is going to be high.
Wilson
for
won
ball
something
4.
to hit.
He did. He walked.
He knows baseball.
Oh,
Does that
man.
make sense?
Absolutely.
And that baseball's kind of a real difficult sport to know like he does it at this age.
Yep. Yeah, for a freshman, man, he's way ahead of him.
Yeah, but his dad bred him to be a baseball player.
For sure. Here comes Luis Zamora. Up to the plate, runners on the corner, still no outs. It's a 17-0 game, and that first pitch goes above Zamora's head.
And Zamora's the same way as Gallegos. You know what I'm saying? He's bred to play baseball as well. You kind of just know.
Well, and there's a bunch of those. Wilson.
Yes.
I mean,
that's what makes him such a great burrito.
Oh, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. Big Rob. Big Rob been traveling his whole life.
But Eunice has had that tradition for many, many years. You know what I'm saying?
There's a drive right at the shortstop, and he's going to make the catch. And so Zamora on the line out. And that'll be the first out. So runner still on the corners, and now Serrano will come to the plate. Young man walked his last 2 trips up, had a single his first at bat. And so with runners on the corners, 1 out, we're in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 17-0 ball game here.
In favor of the Eunice Cardinals.
Might as well get 20.
Might as well.
Yeah. I want to get as many as Texaco did, 25.
Oh, wow. I call that a strike.
Man, yeah.
He's ready to go home, bud.
He says, I got dinner waiting at the house, boys.
He's going to a burrito beast in a minute, right?
Yeah, he might be.
He's not like Charlie, going to drive out by it.
Yeah.
I haven't even drove by it. I don't even know where it's at. I got to go find it.
North Grimes.
Here we come.
Just a little bit past, and he's in there, so scoring is going to be Gallegos. And in that same time.
So it's about a new plaza, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's several new plazas right there, but it's, you know, I'm trying to think. So if you just go past Home Depot, just a little bit past Home Depot on the opposite side of the road there. That's
There's a post office right there, too.
Yeah, when I was a youngster, I used to go out there and do the limbo to the skating rink.
Correct, yes.
You know, and now you go over there and you get you some 24s. And
inch rims. We got to clarify that.
Because now it's a tire shop.
Yeah. It's a 24s. I've had a 32 and a 40, but I never had a 24.
But anyway, kind of catty corner across the street.
Come on, Jimmy. We got to clarify things, bud.
Yeah, you can go there and get you some new tires, and across the street you get you a burrito.
Yeah. Or both. Get the burrito, then get the new tires. And then go to the gym and walk it off right there, right beside it.
So it is 18-0, I think. I'm trying to squint to look at it.
You are absolutely right, sir.
Serrano at the plate, runner on third, and that one's going to go to the turf. It was a delayed go, but he's going and he's there.
He blocked him because the pitcher blocked the plate.
Yep.
Yes. Good job by that pitcher getting wise out there.
So they called him out. So he is out there at home as they.
But you said it was a delay still too. So
yeah, he started to go, then he changed his mind, and then he went.
It could have been like, hey, just go ahead and go. Type of deal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So still 18-0 here in the bottom of the 4th. Serrano with a 1 ball, no strikes, and he swings that one off the knuckles.
Yeah.
Foul. Makes it 1-1. Man, it just looks like winter time outside.
Especially those people in blankets out there, jackets.
Oh yeah.
Feels like winter in here.
Man, I'm glad that it ain't as cold as it can be.
The equipment's going to heat up in here if we're going to turn the AC on.
No, we better. We better not turn on any AC. It's cold. Here comes that next pitch, and that one's going to be low and outside. 4-ball number 2.
Number 5 on the bat.
Ball 6.
Matthews coming up the bat again.
So Matthews heads back to the plate with a runner who walked with 2 balls over on first. That is Serrano. Oh, me.
At least we have comfortable chairs, right?
Yeah. You know, it's rough announcing these kind of games, just being honest with everybody. It's
Why throw it?
Oh, it's just rough when it gets to you know, when it's 5-0, it's you can kind of still get
kind
motivated.
Correct.
When it gets to be like 18-0 and people aren't running hard like that, I mean, it just gets hard to. I guess the word is announce hard.
Yes. That sounds weird, but I understand what you're saying.
I start yawning, thinking about bed, all kind of stuff.
Thinking about the burrito beast.
It gets tough.
How far the burrito beast is, and I can't make it there tonight. It's too late.
The Outlaw's down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you probably
More
make
bigger
that.
than me pizza.
Yep. He probably make that too. Here comes that next pitch.
Pow. Low one outside for strike 2. Or 1.
Is it strike one? Yes,
one.
Charlie trying to get an extra strikeout.
He was trying to make it a rock boogie oogie.
I know.
Yeah.
He likes to hear people sing beside him.
Yep.
To the
We're
left.
gonna get
to
the
the
whole
left.
place rocking.
his
here
ear.
tonight.
In his ear.
I just think we could get everybody on the stands down there to do it too.
No, we can't do that.
That was down the middle, so that'll do it. That'll make it 2
Rock
balls,
boogie oogie.
2 strikes, 2 outs. Yep, Charlie's
There we
messing
go.
up the whole routine there. Is we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Rock
And so it'll
boogie
be
oogie. Ooh, let's go.
Charlie's messing the whole thing up. We can't even get our thing out of our mouth, and so we're not going to rock boogie on this one.
I'm glad
So-
I had nothing in my mouth.
As there's a fly foul. So that
Now we
keeps
can
him
do
up.
it.
All right, now Charlie's going to have to learn to be quiet this time, as we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So it's time for a little rock boogie oogie now. Woo, 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 woo. And we got the whole press box involved that time. And,
We're gonna have everybody out on the stands.
we'll get
here
everybody in the
for a while.
bleachers going.
Like, what is wrong with this Eunice people?
And there's a
No.
foul ball. And so what
Do
does
it
that
again.
mean? That means we got another rock
Another
boogie
one.
oogie. As we've got 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs on the board. It's time for a little rock boogie oogie oogie. Woo, 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 woo. All right, we're in there again.
Let's go, Matthews. Make us proud.
This pitch was thrown by Salina. And that one's going to go just a bit outside
No more rock
for
boogie
ball
oogie.
3. No more on this one.
Charlie just likes that rock boogie.
And he was all
oogie.
excited,
Yeah,
huh?
no, he got chills all over his body.
What was that movie they talked about? Grease. You remember
Yeah.
that?
Grease.
Chills. Some kind of song.
Well, it is.
I got chills.
A day late
I'm glad I
dollar
don't
short.
have
This
chills
guy.
right now.
The song I was thinking about is that one that says, I got hoes in different area code.
So Jace walks on down to first.
Yeah.
We're getting stir crazy up in here.
We're going to start. We're going to be DJing up in here pretty soon.
The runners on the corners for Alex.
Oh, my God. It's hot in here.
Well, we gotta. Games like this, you just kind of lose it at some point.
I don't think we ever had it. We never had this game. They got away from us from the second inning, ladies and gentlemen.
18-0 here. Runners on the corners. And that pitch is going to be about 2 foot outside for strike number 2.
On the pinch hitter is Alex Nieto.
Nieto at the plate. The runners on the corners.
I feel sorry for the people at the station. Hope they're paying them a lot more than they're paying us to tolerate us. Oh, 62
doubt.
people. 62 people quit listening.
All 2 listeners.
The Joneses in there. And
Charlie's mom and mine are the only 2 people.
They're going to hang in there
Good
no
thing
matter
they're bad
what.
at hearing nowadays.
They're going to hang in there no matter what happens.
That's right. Dedicated.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2
I was going to
outs.
send Charlie
No,
text.
you're gonna
You
get us
embarrass
another
me,
ball."
son. You embarrass me, son.
Throw a ball where we can sing, boys.
Here comes the pitch. I'm going to swing and a miss.
Got him.
And down goes Nieto.
So
Protecting the plate on that way outside pitch.
And so that'll move us to the 5th. As the Cardinals just need 3 outs. And we'll call it a good one. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Shout out to Bob Klaus listening. He just gave us an update. Texaco, Loving is ahead of Texaco 2-1 in the 6th.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Close game. Where are they playing at? Do you know?
I don't know. So, anyway.
Thanks for that update, Bob.
Yeah, definitely.
And thank you for listening, Bob. You're listener number 63.
Number 3.
He's a pretty loyal listener. He listens
Yes, he
pretty
is.
much every game.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. He does in every sport.
Yep.
We've got to have our listeners and we've got to have our sponsors.
You have David on the right. You got Melanson in the center, Isaac, and you have Nieto over there on left field.
Yep, so a lot of movement out here on the field. They've brought in Zamora on the hill, so he'll try to finish this game off, get the save here. As the Cardinals trying to just go ahead and finish this one off. Seemed like the last few games when we thought they were going to finish it off.
Yeah, I know. But I somehow don't think
30 pitches, 25 strikes. Wow. So Melanson in his time on the hill threw 30 pitches and 25 strikes.
Wow.
That's very impressive.
Yep.
That's a little better than 50%,
That's a pretty good
right?
night of pitching right there.
Yep. Yeah, that's the number that the folks next door just gave us. So that's pretty impressive. 30 pitches, 25 strikes. And so, anyway, yeah, pretty dang good. As
what was that?
Zamora threw a
breaking
ball, and that young man
he
was
just
trying to
swung at it.
He was trying to get out of the way. I believe, is this Ramirez?
Batten?
Yeah, I was trying to see the number. Or Salinas.
No, Ramirez.
So 5 is Ramirez, yep. So 2 balls and a strike here to Ramirez.
I think it's 2-2, sir.
2-2.
2-2. So 2-2 with no 2.
No outs. No outs.
We don't do that anyway because it did us one day.
We did. And there's a drive into left field. Scooping it up out there in left and firing it in that is Ramirez. That is only the second hit of the ball game here for the Panthers as Ramirez comes through and drives a nice-looking shot into left field.
There's no time to relax, ladies and gentlemen, here.
Yep. That'll bring up the pitcher, Salinas. As he steps up there ready to go with a runner on first. No outs here. We're in the top of the 5th. There's a drive down the left field line, and that is all the way to the back corner. And here comes the relay trying to get it in, and the runners are all going to advance. And so a double for Salinas.
Panthers coming alive here.
Man, what happened?
Man, up until Ramirez came to the plate, only one hit the whole game. They've now got a single and a double in like 2 pitches.
And this Navarrete up the bat.
Yep.
Navarrete with a strikeout his last trip up there. He's up there ready. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a little high and inside for ball 1.
Kind of scary there, boys.
Yep. Definitely scary if you're thinking that you were about to go home.
They're gonna get 8 runs.
There's a high fly ball into left center field. A whole group going for it, and they make the catch. Man, and the runner on third just stood there with his hands on his hips, which is good for the Cardinals. As a fly out there for Navarrete.
And these Jow Panthers are jumping on maybe the first, second pitch coming towards the plate and putting that ball deep out there in the outfield.
I concur. I was going to try to look and see if that game involving Loving and Texaco was final yet.
That'll bring up Lindman to bat for
it's
the
not.
Panthers.
They don't have the final up there yet. So if any of my people know that final score, because it ought to be over, I would.
And that was a district game, correct? Because the one they played here that day was a district game too, right?
Yeah, it'd be a district game. So anyway, there's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So we've got 1 out here. Runners on second and third. It's a 18, I believe.
Yes, sir.
So I have to squint to see that 18-0 game. Glasses are back there in my bag somewhere.
Got the binoculars if you need them.
Yeah, I just have to squint. That's my binoculars.
You're squinting.
Squint. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 1 out. Here comes the next pitch. It's chopper down the first base line, gonna be foul. Chopper.
Was it off a Predator or a Schwarzenegger?
One of them, yeah.
Probably the chopper.
Yeah, that's a different chopper. Yeah, there's a drive into right field.
Oh!
And it's going to score
It
one
might
for
score two.
sure. They're going to send the other one. Here he comes, and he's going to easily go as they mess up the relay. And so 2 runs scored here on an RBI single.
On some
2
fluke hit,
RBI
yes,
single.
2 RBI single, yes, sir. Hitting it right behind first base.
As the Cardinals give up 2 here in the top of the 5th, and now we've just got to hope we can get out of this one before they put a few more on the board and send us to another inning.
Let's do a little double play here.
Bring up Villa.
Villa had to ground out his last trip up as he takes that first pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. So 0-1 here to Villa. And Villa's up there ready. Here comes the pitch from Zamora. It's right down the middle. Swung on and missed for strike number 2. So 0-2 here.
1 away.
With 1 out. In an 18-2 game. Here comes the pitch outside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes here and an out. Back up there ready. Here comes the pitch from Zamora.
There it is.
Swung on, chip foul. So still
Staying
1 ball,
alive.
2 strikes, and he is staying alive. Y'all got me giggling a while ago. Made my nose run, my eyes water.
Your abs are going to be hurting tomorrow. Had like an ab workout.
There's a drive foul. No, it's not. It might be foul. Yeah, it is
Pitcher
foul, but
got
it's
it.
caught
Throw it to
by
first, throw it to
Zamora.
first.
And now
That
they
should be a
throw
double
it
play.
back over to first, and it'll
Double play.
double him
That'll
up,
do
and
it.
that'll do the game.
Yes, sir.
So, nice catch there by Zamora over in foul territory as he chased it all the way over toward the third base dugout, then threw it back to first as the runner was already standing on second. And so, anyway, interesting finish there as the Cardinals with the win here. As down goes Jow, 18-2. We'll be back Thursday. We've got
right here.
baseball here. Who is it they play on Thursday? I can't remember. Then on Friday, you've got softball. We'll jump across the street and cover some softball. And then on Saturday, we're back here. It's going to get really busy. And then next week, we're going to try to cover the track meet for sure, as well as any, baseball, softball that we can cover in between.
We play Lovington.
Lovington.
Yeah.
That ought to be a good game.
Yeah.
And congratulations to Jorge Ontiveros on his first win as a manager.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Got the W.
Jorge Cito with his first dub as he gets the win. I say that. I wonder if he gets the dub on the last game. Because,
He finished it.
Well, I think he did all of it, but like the first inning or two, because I think Tyler got tossed pretty early.
We're going to give it to him with the asterisk beside it.
With an asterisk.
Yeah.
There you go. So, anyway, the Cardinals with the win. Quick shout out to these sponsors one time: Burrito Beast, Lavelle Insurance, NMJC, IPS Incorporated, Eunice Health Clinic, Badger Hydrovac, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Redbird Garage, Eunice Wrecker, Thomas Welding, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, NMR Pipeline, Parker Energy, Redbird Gas, Eunice Public Schools, the Eunice Pump and Supply. We appreciate all the listeners and folks for putting up with us. We got the W tonight. We'll see you Thursday. Have a good one.
Yes, good night.
Good night, everybody.